What's going on, Taurus? I hope you are doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for March 16th to the 22nd, 2022. So in this reading, Taurus, we're going to take a look at some upcoming opportunities and challenges coming your way for the next 7 days. We're also going to close off this reading with some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides. So first things first, you are all definitely very welcome here in this space with me, Taurus, as we move through your reading. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out the reading. If you find that this reading resonates with you, Taurus, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it cracking for you and see what wants to come through. Give me a moment and we'll pull the energy. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Taurus. All right, let's lay out these cards and see what is the dealio here, Taurus, for you. Okay. Interesting energy here. Oh, no. What's going on here, Taurus? Give me a second just to process this, as you probably do the same looking at the cards. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reading for you. So we have in your opportunity slot, we have the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and also the Lover's card here in your opportunity. Okay, so let's start off with the Page of Swords. You know, this is a card that talks all about getting information, really switching on the brain power and not really laying back and just kind of letting things happen, but there's some sort of person that you may be able to talk to this week that can further you upon the path, whatever path you're walking, whatever it is you're moving towards in your life. It seems like if you think things through, that actually might be pretty beneficial for you here. Now, you also have the King of Pentacles here in your opportunity. And for a lot of you here, it's quite an interesting energy where I think you're being given an opportunity to either move on from someone or kind of stay trapped in a relationship here. Because a lot of you I feel like are dealing with, Taurus, what I'm picking up on in your energy very strongly is like a very tricky long-term connection for some of you. Okay, it's almost like with this energy here, you're being given a chance to continue with someone who may not make you feel good in the long run, but it's very convenient here, okay? Because your challenge, Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in your challenge, Knight of Pentacles is the centerpiece. It's almost like Spirit is saying to me, there's some sort of lover that you're definitely dealing with. Opportunity is to kind of make a decision about love, maybe gather more information about someone you're dealing with. Some of you may have someone new coming in love, but for what I'm picking up on in this reading is like the dealings between you and someone in some sort of situationship or relationship. This could have been someone that you've been with, and this could be someone that you're temporarily separated from, Taurus, that I'm picking up on here. I think it's the King of Pentacles energy, potentially, you know, just a masculine figure in your life or whoever it may be. But what I just like to let it rip here, Taurus, the Ace of Wands, the Death card, it's almost, you see the Death card is almost like marching right into this Eight of Swords energy. I kind of feel like the universe is telling you that there's something that's done. It really should be done. The challenge is the Three of Swords here, but a lot of you may not be ready at a soul level to let this go, even though it kind of shows that you are with the Death card and you're seeking more exciting things. You're kind of trapped. The advice is to let you know that your energy right now is mixed up with someone where you really have to make a decision, because you wondering about this relationship is probably draining your energy a lot, Taurus. On the one hand, you could be dealing with a difficult situation because you could be very physically attracted to this person. With the Death card here, also in the challenge, the Ten of Pentacles in your challenge, I meant to say this before, this person could somehow make your physical life easier. And this could be someone who your challenge is, I think they're sticking around, Taurus. I think this is someone who may have behaved in a way that you thought you were completely done with them, but then eventually it's almost like this week they make their presence known that you have an option to continue in some sort of love dynamic. Because look at what's cornering the lovers, right? You have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, and then you have the lovers. So there's someone here who, on the one hand, you feel like this is you broke up for a reason, or things are not going a good way for a reason. But at the end of the day, in your overall, this is almost like the advice from Spirit is letting you know, the timeline you're on, Taurus, is you could put your foot back in that river of love, because I do feel this is a soulmate for you, by the way, because you have the lovers here. So Taurus, this is probably a soulmate. The problem with this energy is what Spirit is saying is no man can step in a river twice, okay? Because the man or the woman or whoever you are, when you step in the river the second time, the water's completely different, you're completely different. So this river of love that I feel very strongly is here, that's bringing up all this confliction. It's almost like you're going to attempt to step in the river, even though your soul's telling you, it's just going to be the same outcome. But there's just so many practical benefits to it. And I'm not in a position to tell you what is wrong or right, in that regard. That's up to you. Because we are physical humans, we need connection with other humans. Part of the reason why our whole society is so messed up, Taurus, is because we were meant as humans to live in tribe. The whole single family household thing, in my opinion, is what's destroying us, because we can't really meet our needs in that kind of small of a family unit as humans. Okay, so I don't know. There's a lot of there's this theme of you may be struggling with the idea of monogamy. You may be struggling, Taurus, this week with the thoughts of, I should be in a better love, I should be married by now, or I should be in a situation that feels better than the one I'm in. Why is the universe giving me this option when I know I deserve something better, but then when I think about that, it's just, no, I don't see it. So I'm just kind of channeling your energy, what I feel for some of you. This might not be your reading if you're not dealing with kind of an on-off, monogamous thing with one person. I feel like it's been done for a while, but this week it comes back on. It switches back on, Taurus. So this is a general reading. So there's literally no way that I could match a reading up to every single one of you. So if this is your reading, you're going to know it based on the person you're dealing with. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading and clarify a few more of these cards here, Taurus. Let's see why the Page of Swords is here in your opportunity slot from March 16th to the 22nd. This reading, I like it. I'm just kind of talking. It's not very structured, but I think things are just coming through. Hope you don't mind. One more. Why is the Page of Swords here in your opportunity? Page of Swords is clarified by the Fool card here in your opportunity. So this may just be something that you need to gather more information about yourself, because I really feel a split in your personality. There's a really big split coming through, and this heartbreak, it's almost like it's less from the I don't even know if anyone really broke your heart. I think it's your own split in your own conscious, because, by the way, the more conscious you are, the more spiritually evolved you are. Usually, to a certain degree, you have more personalities because you're able to hold space for polarity. So you have these two different personalities that just want security, but then you have the Fool to the Ace of Wands. This is the advice: act on your passion. But the Fool here, you almost have to have a conversation with yourself, Taurus, and ask yourself, do I really want to stay somewhere where I think the expansion is almost pretty much done with, but it's just convenient? Or am I going to live from the soul and really risk it for the biscuit, as they say? Because there's more, there's more out there for you, Taurus, is essentially the problem. But maybe you have a belief system that says, I can't manifest love because of XYZ, but you're going to have to, this week, there's an opportunity to really focus on your love life, okay? Who do I want to be with? What do I want? And get clear, because the best way, it's all about future work, like thinking deeply about your long-term goals, making sure they're not vague dreams, but concrete objectives is what I say. And then also like your past work, right? Like thinking about how the relationship went. Feel a deep sense of connection to your character, like who you were as a child, how that spills into all your relationships. And awareness. Awareness is always the name of the game here, Taurus. So I hope it makes sense. Let's also just clarify why this Lovers card is here. I think someone could make like a subtle offer to you. Like not obviously, but you just know it's on the table. So you're like, oh my God. Why is the Lovers card here for Taurus and the opportunity? Someone's offering you like some sort of, the Lovers here is clarified by the Maturity card. So part of you might feel that whoever this person is coming back, they may have matured, or you're mature enough to be with someone. But to be honest with you here, I think this is a theme, this is like the Ace of Pentacles here. So there's someone, you're really split, because you look at the two ends of the spectrum, right? Maturity and Fool, two kind of opposite frequencies. They're both new frequencies, but on one hand, you just want to go. You want to experience new people. You want to maybe like explore your sexuality. You want to do all this crazy shit, Taurus, that I'm picking up on. But then the other part of you is just like, no, let's just do the smart thing. Let's not really travel much. Let's just... Because maybe money is a big concern here, because part of the appeal is this person's they may just, if you're not money, if you don't really give a shit about money, the earth sign, like this person may ground you. I'm sensing actually for a lot of you, Taurus, it's like I'm talking to very spiritual people. This person you're dealing with, although they're a soulmate, I sense like they may not use the same spiritual lingo as you. Like they may not take you seriously, and that's like you find them attractive. So there's this like very practical option that you're like, well, I could just do that, but then your soul's like, no. All right, that's what I'm seeing, okay? Sorry. But let's go ahead and move on. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is the Three of Swords here in your challenge? Could have to do with a third energy, because whenever the Three of Swords comes up, you do have a third party. Like someone could be dealing with someone else. A third party is what could have ended it but between you before. Freaking no. Why is the Three of Swords here? Okay, the Three of Swords in your challenge is clarified by, the Eight of Cups letting go. It's exactly what I'm saying. The Eight of Cups is an energy, especially in this deck, it's all about like introspection, dealing with abandonment, like the truth, reflection, like where do I want to travel to? So, like the question to ask yourself is like, is it time to go or not? And I feel like, to be honest, deep down, a lot of you are being called to let this relationship go, but I don't even sense it's not even like a fear. Some of you may have a fear of being alone, actually. Taurus, some of you may have a fear of being alone, and so you're just settling. But guess what? Usually when you settle for something and it's not, if it doesn't light you up, it's just kind of better to be alone. I'm telling you, Taurus. It might not seem like that to your ego because of the eons of human suffering. And a Taurus, you guys are very loyal. You're so loyal to the point that sometimes it can hurt you here. But now, obviously, you have to know who you are, if this is your reading or not. But let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Actually, you know what? Knight of Pentacles, this is the centerpiece to your reading. So this energy is the card that influences all the other cards. And so there's the challenge is that you feel like something's done, but there's something that shifts this week. I swear to God, maybe it's just like love in the air, spring. In the springtime, I always find myself, I don't know about you, but like dating if I'm single, or like I'm always like in the love thing in spring. I don't know what it is, but that could be going on here. But God damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, let's just go ahead and clarify. Oh yeah, this Knight of Pentacles influences all the other cards, and it's about slow-moving energy, even maybe an offer on the table, like rebuilding something, but I think it's kind of like... Let's just go ahead and see. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here for Taurus? For the 16th to the 22nd, centerpiece to your reading in the challenge. okay, the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the conditioning card. This is kind of like the devil in traditional tarot, okay? So there could be an offer that's not really good for you. I think you're a lion, and it's not that you look down on this person, but there's just levels to this reality, Taurus, and in some way there's an incompatibility in where all of us have our unique form of excellence. This person is most likely superior to you in certain ways. You're most likely superior to them in certain ways. Obviously, you don't want to get into that whole realm of vertical thinking. It's more, beneficial to see things as horizontal. We're all equal. Having said that, there is a clear discrepancy between where this person is going, what their values are, and I think you're going to be trapped. Like, the feeling is like you go back with this person, you're just going to be trapped, Taurus. You're just going to settle. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be horrible. The feeling actually is you could probably live a very good life with this person, but it's just a little bit of like you're not really living it, because the people that I let into my life in like any sort of like romantic setting, if I let you in, like, you have to take me to the cosmos. Like, I can't even feel like on planet Earth. Anyone else where it's just like a halfway attraction, it's not even worth your time, because trust me, your heart knows exactly what it wants, and it's just about aligning the energy. And then you'll meet. So yeah, as I say that, the aloneness card pops out. So you may have to go alone. Like, don't let anything. I'm getting like age thing. Like, some of you might some of you may be dealing with pressure, especially if you're a woman, to maybe have a child. I sense for some of you, and you have to know what you have to do there. That's up to you, because I don't know. I am feeling like a woman out there. Like, it's almost like there's a kid that wants to come through you, and so you might be like pressured and be like, okay, well, I have to find someone to have this kid with. But you have to obviously determine, because I think with this person, I don't know, because all these pentacles, that could be an option, right? You're like, I'll just have a kid with this person because I want to have a kid and I trust them the most. But I'm telling you, that devil card there, watch out. All right, let's go ahead and get the advice from Spirit. Now, the Ace of Wands, letting go, and the Fool, in this row, it's all about the Fool, letting go, Ace of Wands. Your soul wants to explore more, okay, because I sense you're very expansive, and you're kind of like letting your human self kind of like, you're falling into some sort of tradition that, like, I think your soul is like, yo, let's like figure everything out here, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and go down here to the advice from your spirit guides, and let's clarify why the Ace of Wands is here. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Okay, yeah, the Ace of Wands is clarified by the creativity card. That's really interesting. I think that's a subtle message from Spirit that if you're a woman and you're like just wanting to have a kid with this person for convenience sake, I think there's someone better out there, right? The Empress to the Ace of Wands, that's like baby talk right there. That is like literally like, that is like some potent sexual energy right there. So I think a lot of you, I don't know, you may have some suppressed desire to really just, but I don't know, because you guys are really spiritual. I'm just getting like you have a split. You have a very big split within your consciousness, Taurus. And by the way, that's okay. You don't want to, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's keep moving though. Why is the Death card here for you in the advice? I mean, I think we know why. I think because there's more out there for you. So let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Swords. Remember, this is an energy of being trapped, but not really trapped. So that's why I think within this relationship, whoever this person is, it's not going to be horrible if you decide to settle for them. Now, obviously, if that's not your energy and this reading is going parallel with your life, but not exact, I don't want to insult you by saying settle, by the way, because everyone in this reality is a unique expression of the divine. And generally, the more spiritual you are, the less you need specifications about the people that you are with, because if you're enlightened enough, you spend enough time with anyone and you'll fall in love with them, because you could take anyone as part of your own consciousness. You see the parallels, right? So but I'm telling you, Taurus, you may have that ability to kind of bring the best out in others, see the positive in them, but maybe consider that there could be someone else that is better suited for you, potentially. All right, let's see why the Eight of Swords is here. for you, Taurus. Last one, why is the Eight of Swords here for a Taurus? The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Silence card here, okay, in the advice from Spirit. So once again, it's similar to that Page of Swords to the Fool energy, Eight of Swords to the Silence. You know, this card says meditation brings answers, and only you can decide what you really need to do here. And I want to say, like, you know, even on your worst day, you still live like someone on their greatest, Taurus. The first place to start is be grateful for the relationships that you have, the love in your life that you do have. Don't get so caught up in, oh my God, I need to manifest a specific person, because when you open your heart, you can manifest anyone. And I feel like there is, so, you know, whatever you do with this offer, I'm in no way, shape, or form like saying it's bad for you to go back with this reliable option. I'm just saying, just look at the cards, look what they're saying, right, Taurus? So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. If you want more information on your specific situation or your life in general, feel free to book a personal reading with me, Taurus. You can find all the information on that in the description box underneath this video, in the comment section or the description box. You'll find it there. Either way, though, I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a great week and very exciting stuff coming up. So enjoy it. Much love and light.